There's a Fyre Fest documentary on Netflix.
Oh,
Is that
out?
this
I
week?
still haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I watched
fuck.
it. It was everything you wanted to know about Fyre Fest.
Oh, I'm excited.
It was
Really?
awesome. I think that it's so, like, there's a sick satisfaction just getting this story about all these rich people that just got fucked over by this festival. Like, it's so satisfying to watch because you don't have any sympathy. There's not much sympathy to be had for the whole Fyre Fest situation. But there were so many honest people who were involved in trying to produce that show that you do kind of feel bad for them. But it's fascinating. I highly recommend it.
So it wasn't like crooks came to town and swindled everyone. It's like the promoters just didn't accomplish their goal.
No, I mean the dude who was in charge went to jail.
Oh shit!
Like,
but
there was some serious crime being committed, but there were
Okay.
so many people in his organization. He would withhold information from certain people, so nobody really knew what was going on. And the whole documentary, people are saying, like, working for this guy, his name was Billy McFarland, I think. Working for this guy, everybody thought the same thing. Is this guy insane or is he a genius?
work with guys like that.
Because up until Fyre Fest failed, everybody just thought, like, we might be able to pull this off.
Right.
Like, this guy, he seems so confident. He must know something we don't. But there are some good stories in that documentary.
Okay.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, I gotta watch
Highly illegal stuff was going on. I mean,
Awesome.
I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but man, let's just say there's a part of that movie. Watch it. Just
Okay,
watch
okay.
it.
Just
I'm
watch
gonna
it.
watch it on
I'm gonna
YouTube.
watch
What's
it.
funny?
It's on Netflix.
Okay,
It's on Netflix.
Well, what's so funny is then this week
Hulu has their own like comedy movie.
out of nowhere, Hulu dropped they were doing a Fyre Fest thing,
Really?
and they dropped theirs like 5 days earlier than Netflix. Like, oh, this is already done here.
Yeah.
But everyone has told me, watch that Netflix.
The other thing too that's huge is the Netflix documentary is directed by Chris Smith, who made American Movie, which is the best documentary ever made.
Whoa,
so
Frank.
don't
Oh,
fuck around
Frank.
watching Netflix.
And
one.
the Hulu one is like a comedy version of it. I didn't watch that. Maybe it's good, but for me, I just feel like Fyre Fest happened so recently. I don't need like people goofing off like, "Oh, this is funny." I just want to know what happened.
Yeah, I
just,
want to know what happened.
Just give me the straight dope.
Yeah, there's some good people worked on the Netflix one, so that's the one I'm gonna watch.
I saw something advertised on social media that was just from the creators of American Movie, and I couldn't remember what it was. I didn't know it was this.
Yeah.
But instantly I went, well, I have to fucking remember
Whatever
and
it
watch
is, I'll
this.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's this document. Okay, this is great.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'll check
It's
this out.
it's really cool, and I mean, maybe you've picked this up from me, but I kind of have just a little bit of resentment towards like internet influencer
Oh, dude.
culture.
Yes.
And this movie really just hits that sweet spot for me
I think
because
all of us kind of hate that. in a way.
all of Fyre Fest, their whole promotional strategy is we're just going to get Instagram influencers to plug this festival.
Awesome.
When there was no festival,
Yeah.
there was nothing. They were selling tickets to nothing, and they thought like, we'll put it together in the end.
Let's just do it and be rock stars.
Let's just get everybody's fans. And like, man, the biggest backlash. I think in the documentary they even talked about like Congress is gonna pass some laws, or maybe they already did, that like you can't endorse stuff on Instagram and be paid for it without letting everybody know it's an advertisement.
full disclosure. Yeah,
Full disclosure, yeah, because all these people got paid to promote Fyre Fest, but they were acting like, no, it's just fun, it's organic, and man,
It was a bunch of
So
bullshit.
many people got fucked. It's a great story, so check it out.
kind of. Oh yeah.
Oh, that social media influence that we kind of talked about just now, like I always hate that. And I got so much pleasure out of learning about how like the TanaCon thing fell apart.
Right.
There was another guy
This
on
is like
YouTube,
TanaCon times a million.
There was a guy earlier in the year that was like FauciTube or something.
Yeah.
That was talking about how Drake was going to come to his con and everything.
didn't,
And
yeah.
that all fell apart. And like YouTube made a lot of great little, just indie YouTubers make little documentaries on those kind of blow up and collapses. I can't wait to see something like on a big scale.
Yeah,
That's what-
Watching the documentary, it reminded me of things I had seen from TanaCon.
Okay.
Honestly, like all of these events, they just have thousands of people standing around, just going, "What are we doing? Where do we go? What's happening here?"
DashCon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
It's
all
kinda-
the same
great.
shit.
You know what's funny though about TanaCon is like, okay, you stand in line. Okay, this isn't happening. I'm gonna drive home. You're on a fucking island for Fyre Fest. You're not going
Dude, all right.
anywhere.
I'm going to sell everybody in this room on the movie. All I have to say is this. They're on an island. There's no infrastructure. Everybody shows up during the day and they don't know where to go, so they just start feeding them tequila and alcohol. And then at one point they say like, all right, we have all these tents set up. Just go grab a tent. Everybody runs to start claiming tents, and they say like it turned into like the apocalypse. I saw a woman with a pallet of toilet paper. I saw these two guys like collecting mattresses, cutting the tents open, just looting them. And they said there was kind of a camaraderie, like, this is all fucked up. I'm stealing these mattresses. I'm stealing this. When the sun went down, the camaraderie died. And suddenly it was like a horror movie.
It's like a survival.
Like there's
Lord of the
no
Flies,
lights, there's no plumbing, there's no electricity, there's no security, there's no boats off the island, there's no planes home, there's no food. You have no money. You're just left in the fucking wilderness with
Helpless.
1,000 people trapped on an island, and the sun just went down. Like,
Holy shit.
it got scary. It was like, it was like somebody in the chat said battle royale. Yeah,
Can't wait.
everybody for themselves. It was interesting. Check it out.
Wait, it was in Japan? No, Battle Royale.
It's
Battle
kind of
Royale.
hard to